Welcome to the Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center. Let's take a look. So, welcome to the Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center. This is the welcome screen you will be greeted with. Let me switch this to, oh, it's already in. Oh, yeah. This is the welcome screen you will be greeted with. Welcome to the Life Outside the Streets Community Center. Your knowledge, your family, your community, your future. Life Outside the Streets is proud to launch the Life Outside the Streets Community Knowledge Center on School. Our online community platform is for learning, reading, discussion, family development, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, history, brain health, media, and community building. Our mission is to restore peace, truth, and order among all citizens through knowledge, learning, and community action. Here I have attached our Peace in the Streets video, our Rehab Your Mind thumbnail that you see we use for our Knowledge Center right now. Our leading discussions is, hey, join us for a noonday Q&A live at 12, Monday through Thursdays. Peace and blessings. Please introduce yourself. Let us know your passion and your interest and why you joined. It's a great place to network, connect, and set yourself up for some great connections later. What course would you like to take first? We have a poll here. We Most of our courses fall within these categories, whether security, brain health rehabilitation, financial literacy, media training, writers labs, leadership training. You see, I chose civics, reentry academy, emotional intelligence, and autism support. Let's go. How can we help you? What type of training, support, or information are you in need of now? Even if it's not in our course section, and anything you need help with, drop it here. And even if we don't have it, we don't have a course for it, we will do our best to connect you to a resource or a contact that can help you get what you need to get done. Let's check the courses out. So we have our library, which will always be our leading course because the purpose of this platform is to really build a library for us to protect our history, to protect our knowledge, and to educate. You understand a big gap in why we don't see the greatness that we want to see today is because we um, we have to do a better job with teaching our history. Our leading book that we have in our library is The Lots Rice Process. Um, this is a book that was authored by I myself and my partner, Dr. Brian Booth. The Life Outside the Streets Rice Process to Stop Gun Violence in 25 is based upon the life works of Dr. Herman Rice Jr. He is a Philadelphia native. He stopped the violence back in the 70s, I believe, in Mantua neighborhood. Dr. Brian Booth and I met him and his children and his wife, Dr. Herman Rife, has since transitioned. But we met them a couple summers ago when we were working with Philly Troops and implementing our Security for Philly Academy, teaching middle school students how to keep themselves safe and their families safe and their communities safe. And we honored Dr. Herman Rice, met the family, and have been working together with the family to produce this ebook, which is an updated version of the Dr. Herman Rice process, which was the seed to the Philadelphia Anti-Violence and Anti-Drug Network and all the effective strategies that we see when it comes to block marches and things of that. But Dr. Herman Rice, when he was marching in the streets, he was marching directly to the drug dealers' buildings and operations and campaigning to tear them down. And we're, and so there is a solution to stop gun violence. It is Philly bred, and also shout out to the House of Umoja because Queen Mother Fatah and the Fatah family also successfully helped stop the violence in Philadelphia. So we have two great leaders from Philadelphia that have stopped the violence in the past, and we are proud to be a platform to educate again the history, to educate our community on what's available. And one of our unique models about our library is that we will have a course or a prompt or some type of study tool to really make sure that individuals are leaving with what they came for from the book. So the Lots Rice Process, that's our first book in the library. Let's check out this course description. Welcome to the Life Outside the Streets Rice Process Reader to Action Academy. This course transforms This course transforms a book from something you simply read into a community knowledge resource that you can understand, organize, apply, and share. The required reading for this course is the Rice Process book by Jan McKay and Dr. Brian Booth, available through Amazon. This book is source material. The Lots Community Knowledge Center is the learning environment. School is where readers come together to study, discuss, document, and apply what they learn. Our objective is simple. Don't just finish the book. Know what the book contains. Know what it means. Know what you can do with it. Know how to find the information again, and know how to teach it to someone else. Our core mission is to develop a community of active readers, knowledge researchers, community builders, and practical learners who can transform information into responsible action. This course supports the broader Lot's mission of restoring peace, truth, and order among all citizens. How the course works: you will use four things: the book, your primary reading material, your knowledge record, where you document what you discover; school, where you discuss and process the material with other readers; and your action plan, where you convert knowledge into practical use. The, the system is read, record, understand, organize, and apply. I'm also going to add the documentary for Dr. Herman Rice that's available on YouTube to this course as well. It's really, really good. Let's check out lessons 1 and 2. The Knowledge Project. You are not just reading a book. Welcome. When most people finish a book, they remember pieces of it. They may remember a story. They may remember a quote. They may remember an idea. Then the book goes back onto the shelf. The Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center takes a different approach. We want to turn the book into a usable knowledge asset. That means we ask, what did I learn? Where did I learn it? Why does it matter? How can I use it? And who else needs to know it? This is the beginning of the Life Outside the Streets reader to action process. Lesson 2. Your book is now part of your Lots knowledge collection. When you obtain the Rice Process book, you are not simply buying a book, you are acquiring information that can be and will be a part of your personal knowledge library. You will record the book title, authors, ISBN number, the publisher, the year, the format, the number of pages, the Amazon or product information, and your Lots catalog ID. And this will be good training for you as you establish your library, keeping it orderly, keeping it cataloged. Module number 2, how to read for knowledge. Read with a purpose. Before opening the first chapter, write down 3 questions you want the book to answer. What do I want to understand? What problem do I want this knowledge to help me solve? And what do I want to be able to do after reading this book? Now begin reading. Don't rush. You are not trying to win a race. You are building a knowledge record. So that's all I'm going to give y'all for the snippet on the library. Books will be updated daily. Had to get this up so I can get this out, share the word, and we can start building. Our Read Along Academy is also live. Welcome to the Life Outside the Streets Read Along Academy. You are about to learn something simple that can have a powerful impact on a child's development. Read with the children in your life and the people for that matter. Reading together is not only about teaching children to recognize words, it is an opportunity to build language, knowledge, attention, imagination, and communication in relationships. When an adult sits beside a child with a book, something important happens. The child experiences learning as a shared activity. The child hears language. The child sees pictures and symbols. The child asks questions. The adult responds. The child learns new words. The adult learns more about the child's thinking. The story becomes a conversation, and the conversation becomes an opportunity for connection. This course is especially designed to encourage fathers and father figures to become an active participant in children's literacy, while welcoming mothers, grandparents, guardians, teachers, and other caregivers. You do not have to be a professional teacher. You do not have to be an expert reader. You simply need to be willing to sit down and Sit down, open a book, and participate. Module 1. Why does reading matter? A child's development begins long before the child can read independently. Children learn through relationships, conversations, play, observation, and repeated experiences. Books gives adults another powerful way to create those experiences. When you read with a child, you expose the child to language that may not appear in ordinary conversation. A story might introduce words such as enormous, curious, journey, discovery, courageous, disappointed, responsibility. Each new word gives the child another tool for understanding the world. But vocabulary is only part of the picture. Stories also give children opportunities to think. What do you think will happen? Why did the character do that? How do you think she feels? What would you do? These questions encourage children to explain their thinking. That means reading can become a conversation rather than a performance. The Life Outside the Streets reading principle. Don't just read the book, read the book with the child. Look at the child, listen to the child, ask questions, follow the child's interests. It's not about you. Let the child respond. It's not about you. Laugh together, talk together, learn together. Lesson 2. What the science says. Research on shared book reading has consistently found associations between reading with young children, and important early language and literacy outcomes. Shared reading can provide children with opportunities to develop vocabulary, oral language, story comprehension, print awareness, listening skills, knowledge, communication, early literacy skills. Interactive reading can be particularly valuable because the child isn't simply hearing words. The child is participating. The adult can explain unfamiliar words, ask questions, point to pictures, connect the story to the child's life, and encourage the child to predict what comes next. This transforms reading from adult talks and the child listens into the adult and the child have a conversation and they both are learning. Remember, a 10-minute interactive reading experience can contain dozens of small learning opportunities. One page might teach a new word, a new fact, an emotion, a social lesson, a question, a memory, a connection, a new idea. That is why we call it read along, not simply read to. In every lesson, we include a video. We can find one in an article to support our lessons. Here we have a home learning dialogue reading. This is an excellent demonstration because it actually shows a parent using interactive reading rather than simply reading the words off the page. In an American Academy of Pediatrics article that recommends reading aloud with young children beginning at birth and describes its relationship to language, cognitive, and social and emotional development and early relational health. And also an article from the United States Institute of Educational Sciences. So let's browse through these remaining courses. So those two courses are available and active. We have our brain break course coming soon. All of these two courses will be coming soon within the next 7 days. Take a brain break while learning what a brain break is. Learn activities, habits, and lifestyles adjustment. Learn activities, habits, and lifestyle adjustments backed by neuroscience that support brain health, rehabilitation, and optimization. Learn what ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, are and how to recover from them and reduce the odds of chronic disease caused by ACEs or untreated trauma. This is our adverse childhood experiences recovery course coming soon. We have a grief support course coming soon where you will learn the stages of grief and how to cope. We have a self esteem building course coming soon. where you will learn poor self-esteem versus high self-esteem and how to manage, establish, and manage healthy self-esteem levels. We have our legendary iconic teen leadership program coming this school year. Um, Life Outside the Streets legendary iconic teen leader lounge is where leaders are made, trained, and elevated. Legendary iconic teen leader lounge is a premier self-esteem building, leadership development, business development, life skills, and wealth building after school program designed to prepare students for adulthood. Our violence prevention course is our Security for Philly basic training to help families proactively prevent conflict, manage conflict, implement visioneering, leverage change management, and establish life saving behavioral health management and brain health rehabilitation practices. Each and every Sunday, including this Sunday, we host our town hall. This is our town hall civics course that we will be using and teaching with, but you can take it on your own time once it's live. Civics course created to teach you your rights, how to protect them, and how to leverage the government we are responsible to manage. We have a suicide prevention and crisis management course that will cover suicide prevention and crisis management. We have a cultural reset and social skills development course. Reset the culture in your home, family, relationship, school, workplace, or community with our culture reset course that includes self-esteem building, emotional intelligence training, uh, behavioral management training, team building skills development, conflict management, social skills training, bully prevention, and leadership training. Yes, all in one training. They overlap. We also have our Philly for Real TV business opportunity course, which includes the Philly for Real TV partnership presentation slides and also onboarding steps to upload and submit music and all things work with Philly for Real TV. We have a Philly for Real PR prep course coming, which is a PR workshop in preparation for Philly for Real review for our Philly for Real review podcast, our Use This Song podcast, our CEO Talk podcast, and all other production projects. So this is going to prepare you before for you to be on and even behind screen to work with us on production. This is a PR workshop that will be available. And even if you are not working with us, if you're a member of the community, you can use any of these items to help perfect what you are doing just for being a member. We have the writers group prep course, which learn the basics to script writing and get certified to submit scripts with Philly for Real TV for global broadcasting. And again, whether you work for Philly for Real TV or not, it's going to be a great tool to perfect your writing abilities. We have a t-shirt business course where everything you need to start a t-shirt business from home. We have a Philadelphia and American history course coming where you're going to take a journey from the peace treaty that established America all the way up to our history to date, filling in the gaps, clearing up the fake news, holding everybody accountable, but most importantly, introducing you to so much great history, African history that has really led to us being here. Majority of what has led us to be here is pretty good, and we are doing away with the nuances as you can see before our eyes. And lastly, we have our brain healthy diet course coming soon. Learn what to eat to optimize your brain health. Let's take a look at this calendar before we get out of here. So on the calendar is where you can find a link for our lives, like this every day, our 12 to our Q&A, noonday Q&A is probably better. This is the calendar view. This is the list view. This is the view that comes with the calendar and the list comes up on your phone. But on Tuesdays, we have Use That Sound where we review music. So tap in, submit your music. We also allow the audience to tap in live. You can hit the link in my bio at Philly for Real TV Network, or you can tap in live on the Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center if you're watching this from there. But you every Tuesday at from 2 to 3, I'll be reviewing different music and encouraging listeners to use that sound to make videos, make TikToks to help with the monetization of artists. I mean, if you don't know, the music industry is definitely kind of abandoned the artists and they're not coming back. So, we're playing our role in supplementing. Music is there to what we do here over at Philly for Real TV. We have Many Strong Records, which is another one of our companies. I'm an artist myself, so tap in, use this sound each and every Tuesday. We got our coffee hour in the morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Come hang out and enjoy a cup of coffee with your fellow community members. No specific agenda, just hang out each and every morning. Just to check in. That's just for the CEOs that want to check in daily. Noonday Q&A. Got questions? Come ask them, get them answered each and every day, more Monday through Thursday. We have our Philly for Real TV review, interviews and content reviews on movies, shows, podcasts, and all the various forms of production available on Philly for Real TV. We got a co-working session tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Wednesdays, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You got work to do. Join us for a live co-working session where we can finish our work together. We also showcase different businesses and business tools to optimize operations weekly. And you can simply add that to your calendar as well when you are inside the school, to your Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, whatever it is. We have our casting calls on Thursdays. Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Link in the bio, link on the platform, school platform. It's showtime at Philly for Real pay-per-view event casting call and call in all talents. So yeah, there's going to be a variety show. But if you want to act, if you want to do anything with Philly for Real TV, this is a casting call opportunity for you, even if it's not. It's showtime at Philly for Real TV. That's going to be a variety show we're putting together. Looking for any and everybody that wants to be involved. We have our TV and movie writers clubs. That's on Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. As a volunteer collective script writers group for Philly for Real TV production projects. It's a great opportunity for to perfect your writing skills, get name credits, intern, and network. Offer your services to people, even though it's voluntary, you'll be amongst other writers and people to help you get paid opportunities, and we also provide support in that as well. Fridays, we have our read along, starting this Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Book reviews and read along and discussion to showcase the Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center library selection. Again, all our books will have courses and lessons to help unpack and retain the information. Happy hour, brain break. So each and every Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., take a brain break, get brain health tips, and network with neighbors and build healthy relationships with like-minded individuals. Come reflect, reset, revive weekly. Come tap in, unload your week, check in, make sure you got what you need for the weekend mentally, spiritually, and financially. You understand? Some direction. We ain't handing out no money, we handing out wisdom. But come tap in. Sabbath day rest. We definitely encourage the Sabbath day rest over here. Rest, no work, worship only. However, we do host citywide prayer, Sunday school prayer, and study prayer, Bible study, and open discussion on purpose. And we host communion weekly, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. online for our fellow Christians and believers out there. Sundays, August 23rd, starting this week from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Parent Support Group. It's a brain break and safe place for parents to vent and to get connected with support needed for parenting. It includes free parenting workshops, open discussions, and therapeutic support and therapy sessions. Again, it's very easy to add this to your Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, Outlook, and Yahoo. And last but not least, on Sundays, weekly town hall. We have a weekly civics training weekly civics training and community development meeting with a focus on security, education, and ownership for all citizens. We also assess civic leadership and strategize to hold our leaders accountable and prevent problems and optimize solutions. So each and every Sunday, 8 to 9, right after the um, parent support group, hoping parents stay enrolling because this is our community. We are in charge of it, and so come connect. We are not just talking and we are not complaining. We are strategizing. We are organizing, and we are executing each and every Sunday. So you already know what time we on. Let's go. And then on Mondays, it's pretty much is an in-house work day, but for my volunteers, this is like a staff day on Mondays. And we doing our prospect calls, content management, content creation. That's our brain break for our lunch break, and then we're following up with our leads. We have our noonday Q&A so that we get to continue to follow up with our leads throughout the week. But on Monday is our heavy back office day. That if you want to join us while we're working, tap in. But again, my name is Jan Hakeem McKay. Welcome to the Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center. It is free to join. We do have some paid courses and things of like that nature. But we will always have free courses, the essential courses that you need to be successful. Like again, in closing, Life Outside the Streets is proud to launch the Life Outside the Streets Knowledge Center on School, our online community platform for learning, reading, discussions, family development, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, history, brain health, media, and community building. Our mission is to restore peace, truth, and order among all citizens through knowledge, learning, and community action. Please tap in, share this with someone that can use it, sign up. The numbers count. Even if you ain't sure, sign up, give us the number. Let's get connected. We're not going to spam you. We're here to love you. We're going to fill you up with wisdom and information. And again, even if we don't host it or teach it, we will connect you with those that do.